welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Arden. I am a first-time mom to a little baby girl named Clara, and I recently just completed writing my final CPA exams. These are the big exams after almost 4 years of studying for them. It was a 3-day event back in September. So I just wanted to come on here and give some of my productivity tips for first-time moms. Of course, if you are not a first-time mom, I think that these tips will still be helpful for you either in the future, or maybe you can adjust them to fit into your life currently. My first productivity tip is to make a to-do list. Now you can make a to-do list for your entire week. This is what I want to get done this week, and you just check them off as the days go by. You can make a daily to-do list and just make it smaller and more realistic of goals that you can achieve in one day. Now I've done it both ways. When I was working full-time, I used to just make a weekly to-do list and just add it to it as I went along, but sometimes that stresses people out. Having a longer to-do list, you see that you only got 2-3 things checked off in a day, so sometimes it is helpful just to make a daily to-do list with 4 or 5 things on it that you want to get done. My second productivity tip is, once you have your to-do list written out, prioritize it. Pick your top 3 things that you must get done, and then say that the other stuff, it's okay if I don't get that done today, I can get it done tomorrow or maybe towards the end of the week. Prioritizing it will make sure that you get the most important things done first, and you won't regret not getting them done later. So for example, if I was studying, I would definitely prioritize, say, studying a chapter on taxation because I'm not very good at it, and maybe cleaning the bathroom might get done later on in the week. That way, if you don't get the lesser important things done during the day, you can always kind of get them done in the evening. Maybe just do it really quickly later on. Like if your bathroom is dirty, you can just say, okay, well, before bed I'm going to just wipe off the counter, and that will kind of help me stay on top of my cleaning for the week. But I did get that important tax chapter reviewed. The third productivity tip for the new moms out there is to have a schedule. Sometimes this is easier said than done. Babies don't always work on a schedule, but if you know that your baby, for example, typically will take a nap from 9 to 11, make sure that you try to get your most important tasks done during that time. So, for example, Claire always took a nap around 9 o'clock in the morning, so I made sure that I was doing the majority of my studying and reviewing during that time, because sometimes they just don't want to sleep in the afternoon, or you may have other things going on, like a doctor's appointment or something like that. So just make sure that you have some sort of schedule for the day that you're going to be able to work around and slot in when you can study, or when you can work, or anything like that. My fourth productivity tip is to ask for help when you need it. It can be your partner, one of your parents, a friend, anyone that you can really rely on. If they can watch the baby for an hour, half an hour, while you study or just get some quiet time, it's going to make a big difference. I was studying for my exams. I asked my mom to come and babysit one time, so she just looked after the baby so that way I could focus on my work. Jamie would often help out in the evenings. He helps out most evenings, but I just wouldn't be there to help him, so he was responsible for getting Clara if she cried once she went to bed, because then it offered me a chance to study without being interrupted. And even when I went to my exams, we had to ask for help, and Jamie works full-time, so his dad actually came over and babysat Clara for the 3 days while I was writing exams. So there's nothing wrong with asking for some help. If you're not in a situation where you're studying and maybe you just need a break, there's nothing wrong with asking a grandparent to come over and take the baby for a walk, or just play with them for a little bit, chances are they will love the opportunity to come over and just be able to spend some time with your baby. And my final tip for being productive is just to take some time for some self-care. I know that it's not always the top of your priority list when you're busy studying or trying to work, but the way some of the mentors in the CPA program put it was that you don't want to run a marathon the day before your race. So you know what? Take some time to relax, have a bath, do a face mask. You know, everyone just kind of will work and study better when you've had time to decompress. So usually when I was studying, depending on how much time I got in during the day, you know, I would say I'm only going to study until 8 o'clock p.m. tonight. After that, I'm going to take a break and we're going to watch Netflix and just hang out and relax for a bit. I didn't want to try to completely run myself down with studying because that's not effective. And you also need sleep. So, you know, if sleep is your self-care, take a nap during the day. If you actually enjoy cleaning and that helps you to calm down at the end of the day, you know, clean, vacuum, do whatever you want. But don't try to stress yourself out too much. So anyways, those are going to be my productivity tips as a new mom. Hopefully some of it can be applicable to those of you who may not be new moms. Maybe you're going to save away some of these tips for later. Let me know down below in the comment section if you have any great productivity tips that you can also share with any other subscribers to my channel. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.